Well, everyone, you might be trying to figure out how you can go through and use your Garmin watch. Now, these watches are very cool. They have a lot of cool things going on within them, and I'll show you exactly how to go through and set these things up. Now, number one, the first thing to keep in mind is that with these particular watches, they do come out in a couple of different variations. So there's not just a one variation of a Garmin watch. The layout is very similar though. You have your bands, you have your charger on the back side, and you also have the ability of changing out your bands. So depending on which one you have, you can slide the thing off to the side and pull the bands off. But the back side is basically just your standard type of charger right here that you can just plug in. These things do last for quite a bit of time, which is really, really nice. On the front side, you get your display. So this is a touchscreen display, so you can go and wake it up by tapping onto it. You can also use your buttons on the side to go and interact with it. Now the top button you can kind of think about as a select button. So this button will allow you to click on OK and you can get into your activities and your applications this way. The bottom button is basically a home button. So when you click on it, it will almost always take you back home. So that's kind of one way to think about it. When you're on your home screen, I know mine's a little dim. When you swipe down from the top, you're going to get into kind of like some quick information about your watch. So you can kind of see that you have your sleep score, your other status, your body battery, they call it, your heart rate, a lot of things like that, including your steps and your battery life. So you can kind of get some like high level information right there. And you can swipe basically back to the bottom if you want to come back to your home screen. If you swipe up from the bottom, this will basically show you your steps. So your steps that you've gotten out of however many steps you have, your intensity minutes, more like heart rate, like stuff information, but it's just showing you the same stuff that we just showed before. So you kind of have two different ways to kind of get access to either top or the bottom. If you swipe to the left side, this will show you all the recent applications that you've opened. So all the applications that you have, it will show you kind of a breakdown on exactly all those applications that you have in the background. If you swipe from the right, there's really not anything that happens. If you click on the top button on the top portion, this will go ahead and show you this type of breakdown, which will just basically show you some different types of ways of kind of, your activities that you kind of have. So you can kind of get into your quick activities here, things like your walking, running, biking, all these other things you can kind of, modify here. And then you also have your apps. There's not really too many apps that you have available here, if I'm being honest, but you do have a couple of them. So you can kind of go through and set up your timer, stopwatch, all these other types of apps that you have here as well, which is another really cool thing that you can kind of configure. So you can swipe back down or go back out from the other side if you want to go back home. If you hold down from the top button right up here, if you hold this button down, this will basically show you this do not disturb panel. So you can quickly kind of create some toggles here if you want to. So you can kind of go through and kind of modify your lock screen, your brightness if you want your brightness to be higher or lower. You can kind of configure that there too, which is really cool. You have a lot of different options right there as well, which is something that's actually really awesome. So you can kind of go there and kind of configure that out whichever way you want to. So from there, if you hold it down, you can also go through and basically scroll all the way to the bottom and you can power off your Garmin watch this way as well. So if you want to completely power it off, you can just click on power off and that'll power off that panel there as well. So that is basically how you go ahead and use your Garmin watch for the most part. If you have any other thoughts or questions, please let me know in the comment section below. Hit the like button, that'll mean so much, but definitely hit that subscribe button. More importantly than everything else, I love every single one of you guys. Hopefully I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out till then.